Back to another video. My name is Tamaria and I go by Tamaria Lakay on all my socials, so feel free to follow me on your favorite one. The last video about the Pluto and the number 7 that got cut off short, but just keep going, Stink. You just always keep going, okay? Just keep going, keep trying, all right, to do the right, all right, to have a righteous mind, a right thinking mind, right thinking actions, right thinking desires, okay? Essentially, yeah. But we're about to go ahead and get into another energetic read. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming videos. All right, so this particular read, we're not gonna roll the dice. We're just gonna go ahead and do some oracle cards and clarification from there. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We got the tarot. We're doing tarot first, I guess. We're gonna do the tarot first, I guess. All right, so what we got so far? All right, so we got the 8 of Cups, and then we also got the Fool card in reverse. All right, and then we got the 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. All right, so someone is, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, somebody is out here on a journey. All right, they out here on this journey. They didn't had a lot of different successes in life, okay? They didn't have a lot of different successes in life, and one thing about this person is when it's time to grow and when it's time to elevate, they don't care how risky or irresponsible it may seem to other people. All right, other people may be saying it's a bad decision. All right, this person don't have no vision. All right, people may be trying to project that they'll have a lot of unexpected problems, but this is the leading energy. This 8 of Cups, they're like, I'm not missing out on any blessings or any opportunities staying anywhere where I don't feel appreciated. They said they're not doing it. All right, so they not staying in no energy with nobody that's making them feel down. All right, they not staying in no energy with nobody that's making them feel isolated or withdrawn from anything. All right, they not staying in no energy that's boring. They gonna always ascend. All right, they gonna always walk away from whatever it is that they built. All right, with this 8 of Cups, they gonna always take a higher path. All right, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, they don't care what is going to happen or what other people is thinking about their decision. And I'm getting that they be so convinced within their soul. All right, looking at this 8 of Cups, they be so convinced and convicted within their soul that once they make this change to walk away and to elevate, like there's going to be some very strong boundaries that they set with themselves and with other people and with other things and other energies. All right, that, you know, most likely if you're not traveling with them to this journey of ascension, all right, then it's like you probably not going to be able to reach that. All right, all right, so they only focused on the love. All right, they only focused on the healing. They only focused on their nurturing. All right, their soul. All right, they trying to keep their intuition good. All right, they trying to be delicate with themselves. They trying to expand on their spirituality. So we had this one. All right. Yeah, they saying they not doing no investing in nothing. All right, this is just confirmation, like they not doing no investing in anything that is going to put them in an energy of being unstable or unbalanced or disorganized or feeling like they not good enough. All right, they not doing it. They don't want anything that feels hesitant. All right, they want to be sure that whatever it is that they're investing in is going to be of quality. It's going to be of balance, of, you know, good use and service to them. All right, so we got the six of wands. All right, it's in the upright. We taking it in the upright. We got the victory and success. All right, that this person, all right, that collective is walking towards. All right, they want to be acclaimed spiritually. Okay, they want to know that they made a wise decision in moving forward and that they're going to succeed in that. All right, they are going to, you know, have different types of promotions and good news on this new journey. All right, they're going to accomplish whatever it is that they didn't set their mind out to do with a very strong spiritual sense of ambition. All right, they're going to grow, they're going to expand. All right, and like I said, we got the Two of Cups. All right, this in reverse. All right, so collective is walking away from relationships, partnerships, friendships, co-workers, jobs, anything that is not equally pouring into them with a sense of love. All right, a sense of balance. All right, for the work that, you know, all parties are putting in. All right, so yeah, anything that has them feeling confused, they not doing it. It's a lot of tools out here, all right, in reverse. So whatever they're choosing to walk away from, is them choosing to walk away from it because they didn't feel like it was a good energetic or financial investment. They didn't feel like it was a good spiritual or romantic, or that, you know, the equal give and take when it came to love was balanced. They didn't. So they said, regardless of how risky it is, we finna dip out. We finna go. All right, yeah, they on. All right, they didn't ready to upgrade. All right, ready to expand. All right. Not too many people in life really want to stay stagnant unless they believe in the story of the traditions, like the matrix. Like, you know, some people can sit into that energy and it works well for them, but some people, they don't want to stay stagnant. They don't want to go along with the script. All right, they want to do something different. They want to be something different. They want to have something different. They want to experience something different. All right. And again, it's heavy on not letting anybody block their direction. All right. And the way in which they're moving. All right. It's like, if you're not going, all right, if you don't want to come, right, and you're a liability, all right, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not putting in that energy to, you know what I'm saying, show up as someone who is successful within your temple because of, you know, your path that you're choosing. Like, don't stand in my way, right? Don't be in my way, all right? I'm out here trying to build a brand new world, go to brand new places, do brand new things, and you want to be in the energy of trying to stop me from where I'm going, stop me from what I'm doing. Like, they're not going for it. They're not. All right. What we got? Yeah, they didn't recover. Okay. They didn't decided to recover. All right. The Three of Swords in reverse. They didn't did all of the work. All right, that they needed to do in order to recover. All right. They didn't been working on their skills. Right. They didn't been developing their mindset, tapping into their energy. All right. Maintaining their energy, heavy on the maintaining. All right. They didn't got out of this energy of deception. All right. They didn't apologize to themselves. They didn't apologize to whoever needed the apology, whether it was in person or telepathically. All right, this person is not holding on to any more regret. All right, they are done with it. All right, they didn't accepted it for what it is. They have hope. They have this energy to rekindle the spark within their spirit to do something new. All right, something good news, acceptance. All right, relationships. All right, they ready to create new ones. All right, but yeah, this person, they not staying where they not appreciated. Okay. And it's not even like them not staying where they not appreciated. That's a part of it, but it's also a part of just growth. All right, just having a growth mindset. All right, having a spirit of not settling. All right, having a heart to not settle, a desire to not just settle. Here we go with these cards, baby. Listen. All right, so collective done spoke they truth. All right, they didn't say what they had to see. They didn't accept it, everything that they needed to accept to view life from this new strong point of view. All right, this new this, like, I'm hearing like a steel mind. All right, like they mind is made of steel. All right, is nothing is going to be able to penetrate their mind in like a negative way. All right, yeah, like, yeah, collective will still be open to new ideas, but when it comes to like guarding and protecting the mind from attack, all right, it's not happening. It's not. Okay, let me try this side. Yeah, so collective is taking this opportunity. Collective could have got some sort of idea from spirit. All right, collective could have got some spark, all right, of inspiration, all right, to just go ahead and make this transition regardless of how much work it looked like it would be in order to grow into this next level. They was like, we still gonna go ahead and take the challenge. All right, still gonna go ahead and take the challenge, and be grounded within our energy, within the things that we're invested in, knowing that it's going to take a little bit of patience, but the progress will be worth the prosperity. All right, the progress will be equivalent to the prosperity and abundance of going on this journey. All right, they was like, I know I'm gonna have to tap into my strength, may have to maybe reach out to the spirit guides and ask them for additional help and strength and courage, as well as I'm going on this journey that not a lot of people want to travel on. All right, but when it's all said and done, I'm showing that you're gonna have a lot of celebration, a lot of alignment within yourself and within your purpose and within the journey that you're going on. So we gonna leave that right there, because that was 2 clarifications or just 1. Was it 2 or 1? That was 2. Collective is out here trying to make decisions and embody energy. All right, this is what embody energy, when I looked at it, this is what it was. Collective is wanting to embody energy. Okay, that'll shake stuff up. All right, that'll cause towers. All right, from them just walking past it, because they didn't went on a journey to be a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more tapped in with the divine. All right, maybe power is something that collective wants. All right, to embody this energetic force. All right, this energy. All right, that when they walk by, if a tower needs to fall down, is gonna fall type ish, right? All right, so yeah, collective looked in the mirror. All right, collective looked in the mirror, did all of their inner child healing. All right, did all of their introspection. All right, if little Timmy didn't get held the way that little Timmy felt like they should have gotten held as a baby, little Timmy went in and healed little Timmy's baby self. All right, and maybe in the spirit that little Timmy went in and held little Timmy to their liking, all right, in order for little Timmy to heal, all right. And then once little Timmy healed, he was able to separate from that feeling of not being held right as a child, right. They were able to put a stop to the pattern, all right, that was causing emotional disruption, energetic disruption, spiritual disruption, all right, because of this feeling that little Timmy had from this childhood wound, okay? Recognizing it, healing it, helped little Timmy to stop the pattern, okay? Little Timmy had to go into a silent treatment type of mentality, all right? Quiet out the noise, quiet out the external noise, all right? Go within to do that healing, all right? Now it's time to make new memories, all right? It's time to learn from the past. It's time to have a new perception, not whatever I see it. It's time to have a new perception, all right? It's time to let the reminiscing of the old feelings, thoughts, energy, pain, grief, shame, guilt. It's time to let all of that go to move forward. All right, time to set some boundaries. All right, you gotta tell the enemy, not today. You gotta tell people, not today. You gotta set up some boundaries that's gonna protect you, but it's gonna hurt other people. All right, you gotta avoid the unnecessary conversations. All right, you gotta not be upset with nobody. Just it's a spiritual thing. It's for my own benefit. You probably wouldn't understand if I explained it to you anyway, or you would probably deny my tactics. All right, my choice to move how I'm moving. So it's like it ain't nothing like no bad blood or nothing. It's just a me thing. It's I gotta put me first, right? I gotta put me first. All right, I gotta put on my life mask and get my oxygen first before I try to help you. All right. Right? We're not doing nobody coming in, trying to charm us unnecessarily, not genuine, all right? Trying to use, all right? Trying to cross over them boundaries and enable us to the old ways, all right? We're not trying to do too much of that. We're not. All right, so yeah. We didn't have to change the perception, all right? We didn't have to let a lot of things go, all right? And that may cause a lot of resentments and triggers for other people and also the collective as they're going through it, all right? We all know emotions can be fleeting, all right? One minute you love somebody, one minute you love something, one minute, you know what I'm saying, you don't. And that is allowed. It's allowed for your feelings and things to change. It's allowed. All right, but when it's all said and done, all right, collective is they just want to ascend, all right? They just want to go a little bit higher, all right? People may not understand it because it's not something they working on, or collective just likes to learn, all right? Collective could be preparing themselves for, again, new unions, new relationships, new friendships, all right? Because the more different types of relationships you have, you kind of like learn new information from them. All right, like we didn't all probably had some karmic relationships, but you got to think that on the opposite side of karmic, there are some relationships that do create spaces that are the opposite of the bad that we went through. All right, but you have to make room for yourself, all right, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, in order to allow that experience to happen. All right, so you have to allow the new beginning by letting the karmic stuff go. All right, you have to find your liberation. All right, you have to allow yourself, all right, to lay down, to die, and then to rise again into something different, something new. All right, I know y'all heard that quote or that saying is, if you gotta try 1,000 times, just keep trying. I don't think that was exactly the quote I was looking for, but it makes sense. Okay, let's see. Not on the floor. Keep it on the table. All right. So we have happiness coming in. We have happiness coming through. What did it say? Embrace your uniqueness and let your vibrant energy shine. All right. Maybe you was in a place where you was with somebody who wasn't really appreciating your vibrance, all right, your energy, your uniqueness, all right. They wanted you to be like everybody else, all right. They wanted you to be a copycat, all right, a clone. They wanted you to be, what is it called? A doppelganger of something or someone that they thought would be the image that should stand beside them and make their life glow in a way, all right, for their benefit. And it's like, collective was like, no, no. All right. But yeah, your happiness is actually contagious. All right. Spreading that happiness. Maybe they just wanted it for themselves. They didn't want nobody else to have that happiness. So they were trying to keep it all to their self. But spirit said something to you. All right. The spirit sent somebody that was a divine masculine. All right. To put some strength and some wisdom and some stability, all right, within you. All right, you could be coming into a divine masculine, all right, that's going to lead you with a sense of purpose and integrity and balance, all right, or you could just be embodying all of that energetically on your own from the growth that you've experienced, okay, by, you know, going on this journey. Right, you could have found the magic within everything around you, all right, and you could have just started whipping it up in the kitchen, all right, believing in the unseen, the unknown, but knowing that there was going to be like this abracadabra magical moment that was going to happen by you believing, okay. All right, and so now you have a lot of reasons to celebrate because you decided to take the journey. All right, you decided to go a little bit higher. All right, you decided to reach a little bit further within yourself, within your mind, within your heart. You decided to find something else also worth celebrating. All right, not saying that you can celebrate in that past version of yourself or in that past life, that past relationship, but you still knew there was some other stuff to be celebrated, okay? So yeah, you shook them all. You surprised them all right, by you deciding to make this change. They didn't see it coming, all right? Caught everybody off guard, and they shocked, all right? They're surprised. All right, what we got? All right, you got some sort of big idea. All right, you got some sort of big idea that's going to bring in a lot of money. All right, you could be working on it right now. It could be like something getting ready to happen for you very soon, but it's going to be a lot of abundance. Okay, because while you're on this journey, you're becoming this newer version of yourself. You're, accepting this choice. All right, you're accepting the past. You're accepting everything that you've already experienced. All right, you're going to start getting ideas, and those ideas are going to generate a lot of abundance for you. All right, people going to be watching you curious, like, oh my god, how are they able to do this? All right, how are they able to live this life of royalty? How did they do it? Right, they stepped into their power. All right, and they allowed their royal energy to command respect and inspire greatness. That's how they did it. That's how they do it. Oh, I feel like I gotta pop my neck. Ugh. That's how you know it's not an AI. Tell them to pop a bone. Tell them to pop something. Okay, what we got? What we got? People is... Man, All right. I was gonna say people's feeling lost. They feeling like, because what was it? Was it this one? Yeah, on the bottom. People feeling lost, okay? People are feeling lost, all right? People, you got this big money coming in, all right? People is curious about how you did it. They could be like penny pinching, all right? Trying to save up, budgeting, having a lot of financial struggles because they didn't want to grow. They wanted to stay where they was at. Right, they see you lucky, and not only do they see you as lucky, it's like it's causing them some stress. All right, you out here getting good fortune. All right, you out here allowing good things to come. You out here having these turning points because you ascending. All right, and then other people is like kind of scared. All right, they don't know what's going on. Emotions are heavy. All right, mentally they're distressed because they haven't been tapping in spiritually, doing the work that they need to do spiritually. All right, so they're having to figure out what to do. Right, but you are like, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta lift off. I gotta go. Fast action, progress forward. We didn't wait it long enough. We not gonna wait no more. All right, the journey is a long journey. All right, it is something that may seem like it didn't happen overnight for the collective, but the collective was in it to win it from the very beginning. All right, they made the long-term intention to be invested in what it is that they wanted to do. All right, and where it is that they wanted to go, and what it was that they wanted to do within this spiritual journey and this elevation and this growth and this progress. All right, collective was like playa. All right, playing the field. All right, not looking to settle. All right, collective was like, I'm seeking my options. All right, everybody like options. All right, that's why when you go to a restaurant, there's multiple options. All right, nobody's looking to just again settle. All right, with the 8 of Cups and the leading energy, collective wanted to move forward and do something different. All right, playing the field, looking at all options available. And this doesn't necessarily mean just in relationships, but just in life in general. Okay, like there's so many things to do and be in life, and collective knew that connecting with their soul and their spirit to win is how they was gonna get that win. That's how they knew. All right, but that's it. We got 1 2 3 4 5 6 yeah, 6 6 6 6 6 everywhere with the cards. And so yeah, that was the energy. Came out kind of random, but I did enjoy reading that for you. Hope you enjoyed it as well. So but yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.